Hey there, it's J-Dog. Hey, today I'm in St. Augustine Beach, Florida. It's been over 10 years now since my wife and I have been visiting St. Augustine Beach. When I retired, it was actually the first place we had decided to spend part of the winter. And we did spend winters here for about 4 years. This was before I got into RVs. And we rented oceanfront condos here. But we found that it was just a little bit too cold in the wintertime. And so we decided to move to Fort Myers Beach for our winter stay. But we always have stopped here because we like the area. And I thought in this video, what I would do is show you some of my favorite places at St. Augustine Beach. The beach here is obviously the main attraction at St. Augustine Beach. It's a very long and flat beach. I'm going to kind of turn around here real quick and show you the southern part of the beach. Sorry for the sunlight here, but the beach goes, I'm going to say, about 12 to 15 miles down here. At a certain point, you can drive on the beach, which is kind of fun. There's a section, I think about 7 miles worth, you can drive on the beach. The beach is a nice place to hang out, and behind me here is the St. Johns County fishing pier. This is right in the heart of St. Augustine Beach. It's a great place to park and come, and if you want to spend time at the beach, it's a popular place for surfers. Today there's quite a few out in the water here. But there's a lot of places to access the beach. This is one place, and I'll show you a couple more places where you can get public access to the beach, and I'll show you where you can actually drive on the beach. This is a typical little access point to get on the beach. It's a side street. You can't drive onto the beach, but there's a walkway here. And as you can see, there's parking along the street. There's actually free parking that you can do here. A lot of them have these little side streets that let you get at the beach. But let's go down and take a look at a place where you can actually drive on the beach. So this is the A Street beach access gate. You can see the gate's closed. They don't let vehicles on the beach between May and October. I guess the sand's kind of soft. But this is actually the first place where you could get on the beach if you were here outside of those times and drive quite a ways down on the beach. It says you do need four-wheel drive. I've been on the beach without four-wheel drive. There are some soft spots sometimes, but it is another access point to get on St. Augustine Beach. This is Ocean Hammock Park, St. Augustine Beach. This is actually my wife's favorite place to go, and because it's got a nice boardwalk through the hammock, and then you come out onto the beach. So let's go take a quick little look at what the boardwalk looks like. So you can see a little bit about what the boardwalk is like through this hammock. It's a nice leisurely stroll. I have my bike here that I'm walking, so I just give you a little bit of a flavor for what this is like. And you can see we're coming out to where the beach is here in a little bit. We'll be there. You can see why my wife likes this. It's just a nice peaceful place to come. There's parking here, so you can actually drive in where I shot the first clip of this little scene, and there's parking there, and you can park your car, come in here, walk the boardwalk, and go walking on the beach. And here we are where the Ocean Hammock boardwalk comes out. You can see lovely stretch of beach here. Today, I didn't mention it, but today is November 18th. The St. Augustine Beach area is not really a place where a lot of people winter. It's kind of cool, as I mentioned, and a lot of places shut down in January just because it gets cold. You can get freezes here, but it's more of a springtime, summer, fall type of place. Today's November. It's actually a nice day, but it has been cold here. And what I'm going to take you to next is show you some favorite food places. Okay, favorite places to eat. Fort Myers Beach, world famous Oasis. I'm not sure how world famous it is because I'm not sure what they're famous for. But it's a great sports bar, place to watch football, good happy hour. I've had breakfast here, not bad. It's not really on the beach, it's actually on A1A. Kind of a busy road, but it is a good place to hang out. This is one of my favorite places to eat at St. Augustine Beach, the Sunset Grill. I was just here on Sunday to watch some football, but they have great food, a great little bar. Let me run up here and show you kind of what it kind of looks like. Yeah, so you can see it's got a bar down below, seating upstairs. It's a nice place to eat. This is another one of my favorite places to eat. Stir It Up. It's a great place to have smoothies. They have sandwiches and stuff, but I like the smoothies here. It's a great place to, if you're walking the beach, which I'll show you in a second, to just get off here and grab a smoothie. And here is another favorite place to eat. This is the Beachcomber. It's right on the beach. Let me see if you can pan a little bit, you can see. But very popular, tough to get parking here. It's best if you walk over. But great breakfast, great place to hang out, to have lunch, but just another favorite place to eat. So in addition to going to the beach and eating at all those places, another one of my favorite places here at St. Augustine Beach is Anastasia State Park. So as I think I mentioned, St. Augustine Beach is actually on a barrier island just outside of St. Augustine. And at the northern tip of that island is this state park. It's a pretty large state park. I don't know how many acres, but there's a campground down here and a beautiful, pristine beach. And so we like to stay here every time we come to St. Augustine Beach if we can get a spot, because it is a fairly busy place to get into. But let me take you down and show you the campground where we stay, and I'll show you the beach. We try to stay at this campground at Anastasia Island State Park every time we come to St. Augustine. It can be busy and a little difficult to get a reservation. I made the reservation for this site almost a year ago. But this is just, I think, the best loop here in this campground, the Coquina Loop. And you can see the site I have here where my RV is situated. I'll show you another site here real quick. This is just a typical site here at Anastasia Island, and I forget how many sites they have. But it's just a pretty place to stay. And this is the beach at Anastasia Island State Park. This beach is just north of the area where I showed you before, down by the pier. And there's much less people up here at the state park. This beach goes on for quite a bit. And I'm going to pan so you can see that it does go up, I think, about a couple miles. Sorry for the sea oats here, but it does go up quite a bit up there. You can see it's a great walk if you want to do that. And just one last clip here at Anastasia Island State Park. I love the dunes here. These dunes, the big coastal dunes, go on following the beach, but they're really pretty. A lot of turtles nest in the beach, in the dunes. And I think you can see behind me maybe the St. Augustine lighthouse. There's a nice little inlet in there where you can kayak. I've done that with my wife. That's a lot of fun to do here at Anastasia Island. But this is, again, one of my favorite places at St. Augustine Beach. So another favorite place to visit here at St. Augustine Beach is the St. Augustine Lighthouse. The lighthouse is open to the public, and if you squint real hard, you can probably see some people up there. I'm going to take you up there. There's a museum here, gift shop and stuff, but key thing is we're going to go climb up and show you the view up there because it's spectacular. Okay, it's 219 steps to the top. Let me see if I can get you into you can see the whole thing there. That's where I'm going. I'll spare you a lot of the huffing and puffing, but let's go up. Well, I made it up, 219 steps. I have to confess something, I'm scared of heights. That's why I'm pressed against the top of the lighthouse here. I don't dare go near that railing. But this is like the second or third time I've been up here, but today is a spectacular day in the view. You can see behind me north, I think. That's Villano Beach, Pontevedra is up there. But let me just kind of give you a little pan so you can see the view from up here, which is really kind of spectacular. You can see the Anastasia Island State Park there, which is all those dunes and the beach there. And you can see the lagoon, which is there. Sorry for the wind if it's hitting the microphone. And over there in the distance, you can see, I'm going to point my finger. Let's see. You can see St. Augustine Beach, the pier, and that's kind of the town of St. Augustine Beach there. I'm going to head down now because I mentioned I'm scared of heights, and my heart's beating not just from the climbing up the stairs, but from actually standing up here in the lighthouse. Well, I made it down from the lighthouse. 219 up, 219 down, 438 steps. It was interesting. The person at the top, I told the person that I was scared of heights, and she said, "You're not the only one. 2 out of 10 people who go up never dare to step foot on the landing at the top."
And I almost didn't do that once I got up there. I took my first step and almost had a mini panic attack, but I got through it. But hope you enjoyed the trip up the lighthouse.
Well, that was a little tour of my favorite things to do at St. Augustine Beach. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm back at the fish pier at the St. Johns County Fish Pier, looking north up towards the Anastasia Island State Park. You can see how long that beach is. But had a great day here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe. See you on down the road.